bar we have glued. There was a crack. Oh, we're so good. I had to look closely to see where the crack is. There was a crack. It was compromising the structural integrity of the sled. So we glued it, clamped it, let it dry for a long time. Then I wiped the whole thing down. Then I sanded it with a repair, wiped it down again. And now what I'm doing is I'm painting every other slat with gloss black. It's kind of like a dry brush effect. As I started, I had to make a call whether I was going to try to make this opaque and make it look perfect and glassy and professional. And then I thought, you know what? This is a beat up old toboggan with a lot of mileage on it. And on the underside you can see where some kids probably went over rocks. It's all gouged. And
yeah, it's a real sled, right?
It's a real sled.
Yeah.
So I decided I kind of like this bleed through hint of black going on. So I think I'm only going to do one coat.
So you mentioned that we were going to paint something on here black, and I thought it would be these bars here. I didn't realize it would be that. So how are you hanging them? How is it going to work? Are you going to, is that a surprise or too hard to explain now?
No, it's not a surprise.
Okay.
What I want to do is put a little hook on the underside of the horizontal here.
Okay.
I haven't decided what kind of hook.
And then like twine or something to hang the...
It's going to be twine on the back of... Oh, look at this.
Oh.
I ruined my nail.
It's edgy.
Happens every project we do. Yes, it's very edgy.
Every video we have, you mention how you ruined your nails.
How I ruined my nails.
Because you always have nice nails.
And my fashion outfit is because the door's open because I got asphyxiated painting in here.
Well, that's good.
So it's cold. And so anyway.
Yeah.
Hook twine on the back of a black painted frame. Kind of like those.
And then it's just gonna...
It's gonna dangle.
Okay.
Here.
I see.
The other thing I want to do is, if you see these holes, is this was a working sled toboggan. This is the original rope. It's kind of like marine rope, because this is a newer 1970s sled, I think. It's plastic, and it was kind of moldy, so I ended up cutting it out. But what I want to do is do a throwback to the older sleds that use the old-fashioned twine, the old kind of rope, and I want to get a thicker kind of twine and fish it back through here, through the holes. You know, there's a hole here, and it goes all the way down. And in theory, the kids would hold on to those ropes to keep from plummeting to their death when they're going down. You know, a hill on the toboggan.
People did not think about this.
No, there were no helmets.
No.
No safety.
I mean, it's like wood is not very flexible.
No.
You know, like
I mean,
if you hit a rock here.
We had rope burns. You know, you have your gloves, your mittens, but
still, it's like
head injuries. So anyway.
Okay.
So I'm going to paint the stripes this way. And to answer your first question, I'm not decided yet on whether I'm going to go black on top here. Okay. On the crossbar.
I guess in my mind I saw it as like it was almost like a pseudo frame of the black, because it'll be vertical, so it'll be like horizontal bars, and then within each chunk there'd be a black frame, so it's like a frame within a frame. That's how in my mind. But this is cool. It's like contrasting.
Yeah, it's gonna look cool, but not professional and cool.
Well, it's just cool that, you know, you just said I'm gonna paint it black, and then you had a completely different idea of it than I did. You know, like
oh God,
it's kind of
this is where you get trouble because you didn't run it past your marketing manager.
This is you're the creative artist here, so we switch off. It's your project now.
Yeah.
So
the other thing I'm gonna do is I am gonna paint the backside of each of the corresponding slats, not the whole thing. But just these ones, you know, so I'll have to flip this guy, and I'm not painting over the Eskimo.
Oh no, that's
of course
the cool
not.
Part. Yeah.
And that's kind of why, you know, the verticals, they don't say Eskimo, but maybe I'll leave them vertical. So we'll see. I'm gonna do the same dry brush, so I'm hitting the edges, but I intend to, and then paint the backside too. So we found this toboggan in your grandma's garage, your grandma and grandpa's garage.
Okay. And we took it.
Before they moved, before they sold their house, Grandma said, hey, you guys want any of this stuff in the garage? Take it. So a bunch of random stuff, you know, what gets collected in garages.
So is this Dad's sled then?
In theory, you'll have to ask him if he remembers going down, getting rope burns and
Yeah.
sledding, or, you know, being killed on it. I don't know. It was your aunt's? I don't know.
No, a lot of these things we don't really know. That we have all these really cool items, but we don't know the story. So
Yeah, I don't know the story of this one.
okay, well, that's
But a lot of people take these, they turn them into Christmas decorations on the porch. They put evergreen boughs on there and bows and things. I want to do something a little bit more permanent.
yeah, year round.
Year round. We
Yeah.
can certainly make it into a Christmas thing by varying the photos that'll hang in there. We could have the Santa pictures inside,
Aw, that would
which
be
would
nice.
be cute.
Yeah.
You know, we could blow those up, and I'm thinking black and white inside the black frames would be
Okay.
really cool. Alright, we're finishing up our Eskimo toboggan. I have pre-drilled holes. And yes, Colleen, I measured with the tape measure this time. I didn't just eyeball it. Found the exact equidistant point. And my tape measure is in fractions, it's not in decimals. So I had to think really hard.
Yeah, that's hard.
It's hard. So yeah. So I saved the last one. You can watch me struggle trying to screw this thing in.
So what are these called? Just Captain Hook hooks? Probably not.
Yeah, pretty much. They're little brass cup hooks.
Cup hooks? Okay.
And the reason I had to pre-drill is because this is a toboggan. The wood's really hard. I don't know what kind of wood it is.
You have to
But
do a pilot hole and then
Yeah.
you have to do it by hand, right? There's no screwdriver for it.
No, there's no screwdriver, and I'm using a needle nose to press down and really torque this here because I didn't want to break a nail, darling. So, oh God, I hope that didn't. Ah, good filming. Snapped it off, torqued it.
Ah,
It's the second
is
time.
it in there now? It's stuck
Yeah,
in?
it's stuck in there. Dang.
What do you do now? Try to pull it out or drill a new
No.
hole?
No, it's staying in there. I'm gonna drill a new hole. And hopefully I have another cup hook back there. Because the other disaster here, our, oh God.
Is it stuck?
Yeah. Our cup hooks are old too.
Is that why
So
they're
this
more
is it. Yeah, when
brittle?
we're repurposing, these are old. And,
Yeah.
you know, I'm cranking them. So let me go look and see if I can find out.
They're all a little different too. That's
Yep,
cool.
they're all a little different. All right, so the toboggan is done aesthetically. The actual Eskimo toboggan is finished. We went with the rough, kind of rustic black paint finish, almost like a dry brush. And I fish twine through here and tied it through just to make it look a little bit more rustic. Almost done. Yeah, beautiful. I'm not putting this coffee down. I'm just
No,
not.
I don't want to take it away from you.
Yeah,
I
you
was
don't-
gonna offer to hold it, but
Not today. So I have some more of this twine, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to drape the twine off of the cup hook here, and it's going to be fastened to the back of a 5x7 black picture frame with photos. And so it'll kind of be floating, but all the twine will be rustic all the way down. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and leaving the bottom one empty because who's looking down there except for a 1-year-old, and we don't want that person getting into those anyway.
yeah.
And then I need an angle bracket to secure it to the wall so that it doesn't go and take out
Kill
grandma,
someone.
for example.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be good.
No. I sound sarcastic. I'm really not. It's the lack of coffee. I think
Only
it's
a
the
half
idea.
a cup here.
I've had 2 cups already. I have no excuse.
Ladies and gentlemen, I had to make a second pot today. We're
that
both
kinda day.
struggling.
Yeah.
We have a second 10-cup pot over there cooking because it just, I don't know why, but we're
turning-
both dying.
Turning into Gilmore Girls. Jeez. The red and yellow up here.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the original
Yes.
strappage?
Yeah, so when we inherited this Eskimo toboggan, I'm gonna put this down. It had red and yellow marine rope. It's just polyester, nylon probably, marine rope. Fish through the holes, not the twine. And it was in Grandma's garage, and there were little mises. You know how much I love the mouse's mises?
Yeah.
Little mises had chewed through the rope, and there was actually a pad,
Okay.
like a plastic covered cushion, foam covered cushion, and the mises had chewed through that as well, and it was gross, and I'm like, nope, I'm not even gonna try to,
Yeah.
don't like mices, not
Right.
doing it.
Right.
The backside had some big gouges, from going over rocks and things on sled hills. Because in the 70s, we didn't care about our children, we just sent them plummeting to their death at high speeds, just like in
Like Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase's,
Yeah.
Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
Put a little Teflon spray on there.
Yeah. Some Crisco and just let it rip.
And off you go.
Into the
kids
Walmart
are just
parking
getting
lot.
head injuries and so
It's a good time.
good time. I don't know if I like the loops. See the loops peeking out?
Yeah. Are they too thin?
No, I don't want to make them big fussy bows, I might just whack them and just have the pictures hanging with a knot. I have to think about it. I have to look at it for a while.
It's pretty different for us, I think. It's a little more rustic. Is that the right word? Like, we're usually a little more rebellious against the country, the farmhouse.
You think this is country farmhouse?
I think the twine makes
I'll burn
it.
that down, man.
Well, okay. I said the wrong thing.
No.
I mean this as a good thing because it's showing that you can be a little more like not modern. You did a dry brush, like you can do that, but still not be the farmhouse that we don't like. Like there's another option.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's good though.
Yeah. That's all you.
Yeah, kind of. I didn't really consult with you too much on
No,
this.
and yeah, it's your creativity and execution.
Cut me
I'm-
loose downstairs and went, what are you doing?
I didn't.
I thought you were going to paint these things
I had
black.
no idea.
You're like,
But look how great it turned out. Maybe we're picking up on a trend here. I'm just holding the camera.
Oh.